If you're in the mood for a good romantic comedy, look no further than the 90s. Some of the best rom-coms come from this era, so we went and picked out some of our favorites. Here's our list of 10 great 90s rom-coms. Starting us off at number 10 is Picture Perfect. Jennifer Aniston is your peak 90s heartthrob, who took over screens after the success of Friends. In 1997, she starred alongside Jane Moore in Picture Perfect. Aniston plays advertising executive Kate, who would do anything to be promoted. However, her boss doesn't think she's stable enough. To prove that she's stable and mature, she hires a man named Nick to play her fiancé.
This is the plan. I will pay you $1,000 if you'll have dinner with me and some people that I work with.
As is the case in most rom-coms, their fake romance becomes real, and fans rooted for them to pull through.
Bunny hop?
Huh?
Well, after this, there's a reception.
Next up at number 9 on our list is Never Been Kissed. Never Been Kissed is one of the best movies of Drew Barrymore's career. The 1999 film was about a copy editor named Josie Geller who went undercover as a high school student to do a story on life as a teenager. Funny enough, Josie finds that her experience mirrors her old high school days as she once again is a geek who tries to become popular.
Okay, feeling good.
Along the way, she falls for her teacher, Sam Colson, who has no idea she's actually an adult woman pretending to be a child. Josie eventually lets her true identity be known, along with the fact that she's never been kissed, which of course, Sam eventually rectifies for her.
Totally in. I was so cool.
At number 8 is As Good as It Gets. Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt had all eyes on them in 1998's As Good as It Gets. Nicholson plays a novelist named Melvin Udall who has major OCD and has fallen victim to its controlling ways. He goes to the same diner every morning, sits in the same booth, and orders the same thing with his favorite waitress, Carol Connolly. Carol is the only woman who can stand Melvin, which does not go unnoticed by him. The two enter a unique entanglement, but it's not without its complications. Both Nicholson and Hunt received Academy Awards for their performances in As Good as It Gets.
You make me want to be a better man.
That's maybe the best compliment of my life.
Next up at number 7 on our list is 10 Things I Hate About You. 10 Things I Hate About You launched the careers of many of its stars back in 1999. The movie was based on Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew, reworked in a modernized way. In the movie, sisters Kat and Bianca are complete opposites in high school and run in different crowds. But when Bianca's dad decides she can only go out when Kat comes along, a guy named Cameron comes up with a plan. If Patrick is able to persuade Kat to date him, he'll be paid. Of course, Kat and Patrick fall for each other, but things get complicated when she finds out about the bet.
You never give up, do you?
Was that a yes?
No!
Well, then was that a no?
No!
At number 6 on our list is Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire is filled with memorable scenes and lines that are still talked about today. With an all-star lineup of actors like Tom Cruise, Renee Zellweger, and Cuba Gooding Jr., the 1996 movie blended the genres of sports movie and rom-com. When Jerry Maguire is fired from his job as a prominent sports agent for suddenly developing a conscience, he starts his own agency with Dorothy Boyd. Together, the two find themselves in a romance while trying to make their newest business venture work with their only client, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., who went on to win an Oscar for his role in the movie.
Jerry Maguire!
What can I do for you, Rod?
Show me the money. You know what I'm saying? Show me the money!
Now before we hop into the top 5 of our list, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a new video. At number 5 is My Best Friend's Wedding. My Best Friend's Wedding is basically the anti-romantic comedy movie, and it was way ahead of its time. Come for the laughs, stay for the life lessons it serves up.
I'm a busy girl. I've got 4 days to break up a wedding and steal the bride's feather.
For those of you that don't know, My Best Friend's Wedding is about a woman who finds out her best friend is getting married, forcing her to realize she may be in love with him.
I've never had a sister. All I've heard is Julianne this and Julianne that.
Michael and I were a wrong fit right from the start.
He said that too.
George, she's toast.
Next up at number 4 is You've Got Mail. You've Got Mail is another Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks hit. Ryan plays Kathleen Kelly, who owns a local bookshop. She becomes bored in her relationship and begins an online friendship with a guy named Joe Fox. Kathleen and Joe realize they both have feelings for each other, but can't agree to meet in person. Ironically, the two have actually met in person, but as competitors. Fox is in charge of a corporate bookstore that could take out Kathleen's business. Joe eventually finds out who Kathleen really is, and their complicated relationship takes a toll.
I go online.
Welcome.
And my breath catches in my chest until I hear 3 little words. You got mail.
Coming in at number 3, Is There Something About Mary? Cameron Diaz and Ben Stiller were the next unforeseen rom-com partners in There's Something About Mary.
When I was 16 years old, I fell in love.
Oh, no, I wasn't. Oh, we got a bleeder!
After coming out in 1998, fans fell in love with Mary, just like Ted and all of her other friends did. One scene that fans still talk about today is when Mary puts something in her hair that she thinks is hair gel, though it turns out to be something else entirely. Nevertheless, a story about childhood friends coming together and finding love years later really resonated with fans. And Mary and Ted's love story is ultimately a sweet one, despite the gross-out humor that surrounds it.
Are you the little guy making all that big noise? Huh?
At number 2 on our list is Clueless. Cher is rich, pretty, blonde, and popular, and she knows how to talk to everyone into doing just about anything. When she can't get a teacher to give her a better grade, she and her friend Dion match him up with another teacher to make him happier, and maybe a little bit laxer on his expectations. When a girl named Ty transfers to Cher's school, she and Dion give her a makeover and attempt to find her a boyfriend. Cher soon realizes that she wants a boyfriend herself, but no one seems right.
Ew! Get off of me!
She goes through a spiritual makeover and realizes that there's more to life than clothes and a popularity before she finds the boy of her dreams.
Cher is saving herself for Luke Perry.
Cher, you're a virgin?
I mean, I'm not prude, I'm just highly selective.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman is a 90s classic with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere as Vivian and Edward respectively. Vivian was a bright and beautiful woman who made her money as a prostitute. But when wealthy businessman Edward comes to her block, the two begin a unique partnership that surprises them both. Richard hires Vivian to be his new girlfriend, but the two accidentally fall in love. Vivian became the perfect cinematic rags to riches character and was full of confidence and sassy one-liners that impressed and softened Edward.
The company I'm buying this week, I'm getting for the bargain price of about $1 billion.
$1 billion? Your folks must be really proud.
And there you have it. That's our list of 10 great 90s rom-coms. Let us know if your favorite rom-com made our list in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed this list, and as always, thanks for watching.